The following program is a paid advertisement for Boku Superfoods, brought to you by Evine Live.
Put something bad in your gas tank, you're not going to run properly. You put Boku in your gas tank and you're going to run highly efficient. You're going to be very, very aware throughout the day.
I love Boku. I believe in it so much because of what it has done for my family. My daughter and son take it, and my husband has even referred to it as his fountain of life.
I'm 75. Maybe I look it, maybe I don't, but that's not important. What is important is that I don't feel like 75.
I love Boku, and I'm a customer for life.
Stay tuned to join the thousands of people all over the country that are now experiencing renewed wellness with the incredible superfood that's giving them better health and energy through simple nutrition. It's doctor-formulated Boku, the blend of nearly 50 ancient functional superfoods pulled together from the farthest reaches of the planet that requires no blenders, no juicers, no expensive trips to the farmer's market or health food store, and combines super greens to support all of the body's natural functions. Borax scale topping superfruits that are among some of the healthiest on the planet. A functional mushroom blend including cordyceps used by international athletes to fight muscle fatigue and renew energy, plus enzyme-loaded super sprouts packed with anti-aging antioxidants. Boku is natural, GMO-free, gluten-free, kosher, organic, with no whey, no soy, and no dairy. Boku is not available in stores, so the only place you can get it is right here. So stay tuned to find out how this simple-to-use, incredibly cost-effective, super nutrient-rich superfood will energize and revitalize you every day to live and love life.
Hi, I'm Allison Waggoner, and I want to ask you, how are you feeling? Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling run down? Just a little bit foggy, maybe heavy on your feet? Do you not have enough energy to make it through the day? Well, we're going to change everything today because I want to introduce you to Boku Superfoods. And I also want to introduce you to Reno Role. He and his wife 25 years ago created Boku Superfoods. I am thrilled that you're here.
Hi, Allison. I'm thrilled to be here.
Well, in front of me, though, is not superfoods, right?
These are clearly not superfoods. What we like to do is have a little fun with a demo that we call the Sludge-O-Matic, okay? And it's really just a visit in any of our lives, any day, and some of the food choices that we might make on any given day.
Well, and I think that's important because this is like a busy day for a lot of us.
Sure,
Let's
absolutely.
take us through it.
And exactly. So we'll start with breakfast,
Okay.
So a lot of us like to kick the day off with a little cup of coffee. So we're going to pretend this is us, okay? And maybe it's a little sugary cereal, or perhaps a bagel and cream cheese, or maybe a breakfast sandwich. Again, we can all relate to these food choices, right? So we'll move on to lunch, and maybe we grab a hot dog off the food truck. And you know, as the fog sets in now in the afternoon, many of us are opting for these sugary, caffeinated energy drinks. So I'm going to go ahead and put one of those in there.
3 o'clock trip to the vending machine.
There you go,
Right.
exactly. And you know, maybe we're going to just throw a cupcake in here and pretend it's someone's birthday and we're celebrating. So then we're going to move on to dinner, okay? And maybe for dinner tonight we're going to have some fried chicken, or maybe a burger, or hey, maybe it's pizza night. So we're going to throw one of those in there. And of course, what goes better with pizza
Beer.
than beer?
But I like wine.
Exactly. Some people like a little wine, so
Okay.
we're going to throw that in there. Again, not every day, but certainly food choices we can all relate to. So now what we're going to do is we're going to process these choices just the way we do in our bodies.
Ooh.
You know, we're just going to blend them up real quick. And this is where it really starts to get interesting, okay? So
Wow.
this happens every time. I don't know if you can smell that. It's absolutely
What is that
disgusting.
smell?
It's just garbage. This is why we call it the Sludge-O-Matic. It starts to off-gas, and it's absolutely putrid.
Terrible,
Yeah.
Reno.
I know. But now imagine, okay, that this food, if you can call it that, is entering your body, okay? So here are those fattening, empty calories going. Oh, it's disgusting. The smell. I wish you could smell this at home. It's absolutely
But
horrible.
that's what's happening inside of our body.
Precisely. And that's where I would like to have you pause and just ask yourself this question at home. When you make these choices and consume these fattening, empty calories, ask yourself, how do I feel? Do you feel maybe, like you said, a little heavy on your feet, gassy, bloated, foggy? Food is fuel. And when you fill yourself with these fattening, empty calories, you're not going to feel your best. The body does not want to be full. The body needs to be fueled. So here's the problem. Now we're going to visit the solution.
And I hear about superfoods all the time. I hear about them on the news. I hear about them even from my doctor. Eat more superfoods. I don't even know what a superfood is.
Well, you know, you raise a great point.
Yeah.
A superfood is also known as a functional food, a plant-based food with extraordinary nutritional potency. So these are fruits and vegetables, things you've heard of, like broccoli and spinach and kale, and maybe some things you haven't heard of, like chlorella or spirulina or maca. We have over here, you can see, here's an example of some amazing superfoods. In Boku Superfood, we have a doctor-formulated proprietary blend of nearly 50.
Wow.
Nearly 50 of the most nutrient-dense, health-forming foods on Earth.
And here's what I think is interesting. So you're telling me I can either eat Boku superfoods or I'd have to eat that entire table over there of
Well,
foods?
you know, again, we all need to eat fruits and vegetables. We know that, right? But organic fruits and vegetables, it's really important to choose organic.
Why?
As close to nature as possible. Well, because if it's not certified organic, you're consuming pesticides, fungicides, herbicides, toxic chemicals that we know are not good for us, right?
Right.
Boku Superfood is USDA certified organic, kosher, and vegan. We source the finest ingredients from the most pristine locations on Earth. They're harvested fresh, dried at low temperature, and powdered.
I'm really curious how I'm going to incorporate all of that into my diet.
It's really amazing. Because again, we're talking about concentrated nutrition. So here is a daily dose, a serving of Boku Superfood.
Wait.
1 tablespoon.
You're telling me that that tablespoon takes the place of all of that on the table?
Even more. Okay, so this is the equivalent of a massive pile of organic, not just fruits and vegetables, superfood fruits and vegetables. Allison, there is more nutrition in 1 tablespoon of Boku Superfood than the average person will usually consume in several days.
And that's so interesting because I always set out to say, I'm going to have my salad today, I'm going to have my greens today. I don't even know how to fit them into my diet.
It's difficult, yeah.
But why don't we just juice?
Well, first of all, you have to ask yourself, what are you juicing? Are you juicing certified organic fruits and vegetables?
Good question.
Because if not, you're consuming pesticides, herbicides, fungicides. The other problem with juicing, frankly, Allison, is look, when you're through juicing, you end up throwing away the magic. This is it. These are all the phytochemicals, the beautiful phytonutrients, the antioxidants, the amino acids. We're throwing that away. That's the magic.
Not to mention, who's going to clean up this juicer?
Exactly. I mean, who's got the time? With Boku Superfood, let me show you how simple it is.
Okay.
Okay, so here, we're back to that 1 serving, 1 tablespoon. You simply add it. We have a Boku shaker bottle here. It makes it really super simple. Again, you can add water, your favorite juice, almond milk, rice milk, just a few ounces of rice milk, no electricity, no fancy equipment, nothing to clean up. It literally takes seconds. You just shake it up and drink it down. And wait until you taste this flood of organic superfood nutrition.
Wow, look at that.
It's beautiful. We're really all about defining that elusive intersection where nutritious meets delicious.
It is so delicious.
Right?
It doesn't matter how busy your lifestyle is.
Exactly.
Over the last couple of years, where did we mindlessly just start eating everything that was in front of us? I don't think that we necessarily want to make bad choices. We just don't even know how to make the right choices. And you're telling me that with 1 scoop of this, I'm getting more phytonutrients than I would get in several days.
That's what it is. It's about concentrated nutrition. And this isn't some new fad or some new trend. Keep this in mind. When you walk into a grocery store today, it's estimated up to 80% of the food items that you see on a grocery store shelf didn't even exist 100 years ago.
Wow.
This is not a new fad. These are ancient superfood secrets that have been revered in cultures all over the world, many of them since the times before Christ.
This is so interesting to me because I hear also a lot about these juice extractors.
Yeah.
You know, where you put things in and the blade whirls around.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, again, these extractor machines, they're really just glorified blenders, and blenders create heat, which destroy nutrients. Boku Superfood, these are fresh ingredients that are harvested, dried at low temperature, and powdered. That's it. You're consuming the whole food. That's the magic of Boku. Nothing comes between Mother Nature and you.
If you're feeling sluggish, lack the energy to make it through the day, or just don't feel like your body is performing as good as it should, stay tuned. Thousands of lives in over 65 countries are being transformed, revitalized, and energized with the power of Boku, the doctor-formulated natural blend of nearly 50 superfoods that focuses on the simplest answer to nutrition: just eat right. Boku is quite simply the best combination of nutrient-dense functional foods on the planet in a simple, super effective, and super affordable blend.
Because of the way we concentrate these amazing pristine superfoods, we're able to capture the amount of nutrition in 1 tablespoon, that's 1 scoop of Boku superfood, than the average person would get in several days.
I've tested over 1,000 foods and proteins in this laboratory.
where we test at parts per billion concentrations for toxic elements, and Boku Superfood is hands down one of the cleanest that I've ever seen.
Boku is a blend of nearly 50 ancient functional superfoods from the farthest reaches of the planet that requires no blenders, no juicers, no expensive trips to the farmer's market or health food store, and combines super greens to support all of the body's natural functions. Orac scale topping superfruits that are among some of the healthiest on the planet. A functional mushroom blend including cordyceps, used by top international athletes to fight muscle fatigue and renew energy. Plus enzyme-loaded super sprouts packed with anti-aging antioxidants. Boku is natural, GMO-free, gluten-free, kosher, organic with no whey, no soy, and no dairy. There are more nutrients packed in 1 tablespoon of Boku than there are in all of these fruits and vegetables. Like many of the exotic superfoods in Boku, it is not available in stores, so the only place you can get it is right here. Call or click now and we'll send you a 30-day supply of Boku Superfood for only $39.99. You'll get 30 days of superfood powder that takes only 1 scoop a day to deliver your nutrient-rich blend. With every order, we'll send you the Boku shaker bottle, so getting your daily superfood nutrition is as simple as scoop, shake, and take. And if you order in the next 10 minutes, we'll double the offer and send you a 60-day supply of Boku, so you're always in supply for your nutritional needs. Just pay separate processing and handling. Call or click now to start your path to live the life you were born to live. Love life. Boku.
I take Boku Superfood because I want an edge. I've been in races that are 8 or 10 or 12 days long. I want to fuel my body. You only get one chance at this. At the end of your life, you don't get to put another quarter in and replay things. I've got one shot. I want to be healthy, and I'm taking superfoods.
Renu, you weren't always an advocate of superfoods, were you?
It's true, no, I really wasn't. In fact, I first discovered superfoods through our son, who was experiencing difficulty in school. So we were actually called in to meet with the principal and the doctor. Yeah, and we just weren't a fan of the advice that they had given us, so we decided to pursue an alternative and consulted a naturopathic medical doctor who really turned us on to the whole concept of superfoods. This is going back to 1995. I hadn't even heard the term, and I thought we were pretty healthy in terms of our diet, but when we experienced superfoods back then, the effect that it had on our son, our daughter, our family was so profound, it really ignited a passion in us.
So for 25 years later, we stand here. We hear about superfoods, but we really don't understand what is a superfood.
Yeah, well, again, a superfood, also known as a functional food, is a plant-based food with extraordinary nutritional potency. And it really bears repeating. Extraordinary, because compared to normal food, it's like night and day. But for Boku, let's first talk about what's not in it. It might be easier to actually address the things that aren't in it. So again, everything USDA certified organic, kosher, and vegan, everything doctor formulated. No whey, no soy, no dairy, no gluten, no GMOs, no additives or flavorings of any kind. Every single ingredient in Boku Superfood is functional. It's there in functional amounts.
So let's talk about the ingredients. There's greens, I noticed.
Oh gosh, yeah. So we have a blend of super greens, a blend of super sprouts, a blend of fruits, a blend of berries, even a proprietary blend of ancient functional mushrooms.
Do you want to talk about the greens first?
Well, sure. Okay, so phytonutrients, right? Antioxidants, chlorophyll. Greens are critically important. We know we need more greens. A lot of us don't like them. A lot of us don't know where to find them, how to prepare them. We need them in our body. That's what we do with Boku. We have an amazing blend of super nutrient-dense greens. But Boku, again, doesn't taste like something that came from the bottom of your lawnmower because it's a broad spectrum blend. So combined with those greens are, for example, super sprouts. Now, it's important to note, sprouts have up to 100 times the enzymes because we're capturing them at that point of germination when they're loaded with that potential to create a whole plant, but we harvest them at the sprout stage, so they're incredibly nutrient dense. So then we have the berries, okay? We all know berries are so good for us, right? Loaded with antioxidants. So I'm going to run through our rock star ensemble of berries because it's almost hard to imagine that all of this is in Boku Superfood. 10 Rockstar certified organic berries. Now, why is that important? Because the skin of the berry is exceptionally thin, which makes it very prone to toxicity, pesticide, herbicide, fungicide toxicity. Really important that we buy certified organic berries. Boku Superfood combines 10. Okay, so acai, We love this berry. It's also known as the beauty berry. Why? Because it's been celebrated in South American cultures for so long for its ability that they consider it like food for longevity, right? So we have blackberry, one of the highest ORAC value fruits known. Now, ORAC, it's a fancy term. It means oxygen radical absorbance capacity. It just means it's a free radical fighter. It's a really potent antioxidant fruit. Blackberry, right? Cranberry, tart cherry, goji berry, also known as the wolfberry, revered in Chinese culture. I love this story because there was a scientist, this is according to the Chinese legend of how goji berry was discovered. There was an ancient culture, a society of these centenarians, people that lived beyond 100 years, and not just lived, thrived at over 100 years old. So they tried to get to the bottom of what's with these people, right?
The mystery.
Yeah, exactly. The story is that there's a spring, and over the spring were these goji vines. Well, when the berries ripened, they fell into the water. When people drank the water, they consumed the goji. So this is part of why goji is so celebrated and revered in Chinese culture. Again, not a trend, not a fad. We're going back 6,000 years that this has been an ancient, celebrated treasure. Also, I'll just go through the list, hawthorn berry. Then we have pomegranate, we have raspberry, we have strawberry. This, again, is a concert, an ensemble of the rock stars of the berry world.
And you have mushrooms.
Oh my gosh, do we
You
have
are
mushrooms?
so passionate about the mushrooms.
Well, there's so much breakthrough science on mycology. These mushrooms, these fungi are unbelievable as superfoods. So in our Boku superfood, just to give you a quick example, we have reishi. Okay, reishi in Chinese culture is also known as the longevity herb. In fact, they said that if the common person, because this is the food of kings and emperors, if the common person were to get their hands on reishi, they should lock it away, hide it, because they would be robbed. It would be stolen from them. Why?
Why?
Because of the way it makes you feel. It's a functional food. And there's another one, cordyceps. Now, cordyceps, there's a really cool story behind cordyceps. If you go back to the Summer Games just very recently, the Chinese athletes won this inordinate number of gold medals. And it really spawned rumors of blood doping and steroid abuse. And the Chinese were like, hey, hold on. We're not cheating. It's food. Well, that food was cordyceps. That's why now you're hearing all about cordyceps. It's become really popular. That's in Boku Superfoods.
Why is this blend that you've done, this doctor-formulated blend, so different than anything?
Well, you know, it's all about the blend. We knew that we not only wanted to create the most nutrient-dense, health-forming superfood, we believed it had to be delicious. People aren't going to eat it and stick with it if it's hard to get down. So we defined a very elusive intersection where nutritious meets delicious. And that's the genius, frankly, of our doctor formulator, Dr. B.J. Adderson.
I have to agree, because I think that when you're trying to do something better for yourself, it's that one moment that you say, I'm going to do something now that I didn't know yesterday that's going to make your life better. It is one thing that you can do. You don't have to change anything else in your diet, but drink that one Boku shake a day.
That's exactly it. It's the foundation, okay? We know we need this nutrition. We can't find it in the foods that we consume today. Start your day with 1 tablespoon of Boku Superfood, a flood of phytonutrients, of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, enzymes. This is what it's all about. And again, your point is fantastic, because you don't have to change anything. Start there. Get that in your body. And you know what happens? You feel the difference. Prepare to have your best day ever.
And I think that this is another thing that I do want to talk about really quickly, is that we're not all athletes.
Right.
We're not all rock star athletes. I mean, I dream about being an athlete sometimes, but getting out of bed, just taking care of the kids. You know, we have working families now, working moms and dads. I like to know now that I'm getting the best nutrients I possibly can.
And it's so important, because a lot of these athletes discover these superfoods long before we do. And in fact, Boku is fueling world champion athletes in multiple sports. But the fact is, we're all athletes in the sport of life. We're participating in the sport of life, and we want to win it. Well, guess what? It takes fuel. It's just, think about like you want to take a road trip. You load up the car, you've got the luggage, you've got the kids, and you're ready to take off. Well, you're not going anywhere unless there's fuel in the tank. It's the same thing with people. Start your day with that tablespoon of Boku Superfood. Fuel your body and take off. Go attack the life that you deserve.
Reno, Boku is much more than just superfoods too, right?
Oh gosh, yeah. And now, in fact, we are so fortunate. We're feeding thousands of people in 65 countries with an entire range. We've got our superfood. We have our vegan protein blends. We have our superfood trail mixes. We have snacks, cacao nibs, coconut chips. There's a whole lineup, and they're all certified organic, certified kosher, certified vegan, again, all intensely functional and nutrient dense.
For a delicious life.
Exactly.
Call or click now and we'll send you a 30-day supply of Boku Superfood for only $39.99. You'll get 30 days of superfood powder that takes only 1 scoop a day to deliver your nutrient-rich blend. With every order, we'll send you the Boku shaker bottle. So getting your daily superfood nutrition is as simple as scoop, shake, and take. And if you order in the next 10 minutes, we'll double the offer and send you a 60-day supply of Boku. So you're always in supply for your nutritional needs. Just pay separate processing and handling. Call or click now to start your path to live the life you were born to live. Love life. Boku.
Boku is one that's second to none when it comes to its actual taste.
The beauty of it is I start with the Boku and make my, maybe yogurt, maybe whatever, kefir and coconut milk. You name it, be creative. And that's the beauty of it. You start with the Boku, but you're in charge because you're creating it to your taste.
Boku really is changing lives around the world. And if you want to feel the energy and live a vibrant life that our bodies are naturally made for, then we have to be aware of what we're putting in. You have to stop filling up and start fueling up.
You are so right, Allison. But here's the problem. We're not fueling up. We're filling up on these fattening, empty calories. And it's not our fault because we're bombarded by advertisements that tell us this junk is good for us, and it's not. So what we've done, we have the Sludge-O-Matic demo where we've taken some of these foods, breakfast cereal, coffee, bagel and cream cheese, breakfast sandwich, hot dog, cupcakes, hamburgers, pizza. These are choices that many of us are making every day, and that's the reason we're feeling the way that we do. We're going to process these choices just the way that we do in our bodies. It just takes a second. And now what I want you to do is imagine, okay? So we've consumed these horrible, toxic food choices. That is the sludge, the dead food. And oh, yeah, nasty. Oh. So now we're going to go ahead and pretend this food is entering our body, okay? This is it. These are the foods we're eating every day going into our stomachs. This is the reason we're not feeling our best, okay? That's it. The sludge is in your stomach. Now ask yourself, how do you feel? Do you feel great? Do you feel amazing? You deserve to feel amazing, but you won't feel amazing eating this stuff. Many of us aren't aware we have a choice. Let's take a look at that choice. Let's take a look at the future of food.
What is the future of food?
You know, it's really interesting, Allison, that the future of food actually has us going back to the ancient secrets of Mother Nature. Superfood nutrition.
So what's a superfood? I hear it all the time. On the news, on the TV.
Exactly, and we'll keep it really simple. A superfood, also known as a functional food, is a plant-based food with extraordinary nutritional potential. So these are fruits and vegetables from the land, from the sea, foods you've heard of like spinach and broccoli and kale and berries, and things maybe you haven't heard of like chlorella and spirulina and maca. Boku Superfood is a proprietary doctor-formulated blend of nearly 50 of the most nutrient-dense, health-forming superfoods on Earth.
And so why wouldn't I just go to a grocery store and buy a bunch of fruits and vegetables?
First of all, Allison, you wouldn't find the ingredients that are in Boku Superfood. We source the world. We scour the planet, the most pristine, exotic locations to find the most nutrient-dense superfoods. You'd travel, you'd drive for hours, you'd spend a fortune, and by the way, this happens to so much of us. You'll bring them home, and they'll start to spoil right away in your refrigerator. That's the beauty of Boku Superfood. These ingredients are harvested fresh, dried at low temperature, and powdered, so they keep. But you know what? You don't have to worry about them spoiling because they're so delicious, and the way they make you feel is so impactful, you're going to burn right through them.
What about juicing? Big craze right now. Everybody says, let's juice.
Well,
why is that different?
First, ask yourself, what am I juicing? Are they certified organic fruits and vegetables? Because if they're not, chances are you're consuming pesticides, fungicides, herbicides. Not a good thing. The other problem, of course, is juicing machines are very expensive. And here's something else. You juice, let's just come over here. Here's what happens. You extract the juice, and you end up throwing away the magic. This is all the fiber, the phytonutrients, the amino acids, and your hard-earned money.
The other thing that I hear about is these, nutrient extraction blenders.
Glorified blenders, they create heat, which damage and destroy nutrients.
Wait a minute, you're saying if I blend fruits and vegetables, I could damage the nutrients?
Absolutely, yeah. The
So,
idea is fresh, nutrient-dense superfoods that are dried at low temperature and powdered.
when I first met Reno and he started talking about superfoods, I was like, how do I do it? The more we know, the better we are. The more we know, the better decisions that we make. And this is what I think is the most interesting part of this entire story, is that you can actually change your life without changing anything else, no matter what age you are, no matter if you're a man, a woman, you're an amazing athlete, you're a mom, you're a dad, any stage in your life, with one little scoop of Boku every single day, we can make that change. I mean, 25 years ago, you didn't even know you were going to be here.
Exactly. Allison, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I'm a father. I'm a friend. I'm a husband. Boku was created out of the necessity for our family to help our son, and it ignited a passion in us. It's made such a huge, profound difference in our lives. That's why we're here to share.
And here's what I like. You made it easy. You made it simple. There's no guesswork. Once a day,
That's
one
it.
scoop.
Exactly.
And it's so easy. And I like that we can mix it with any liquid that we
Any
want.
liquid. Remember, 1 tablespoon of Boku superfood contains more nutrition than the average person will usually consume in several days. How simple? Add the scoop to the shaker. Choose your favorite liquid: rice milk, almond milk, orange juice, apple juice. Pick one, whatever you like. I'll mix it up here with a little rice milk, just a few ounces. Again, no machines, no electricity,
No plugs.
no juicing, no cleanup. It literally takes seconds. Just shake it up, pour it out, and drink it down.
Hey, I never asked you. What does Boku mean?
Oh, what a great question. To us, Boku means love life.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers.
If you're feeling sluggish, lack the energy to make it through the day, or just don't feel like your body is performing as good as it should, stay tuned. Thousands of lives in over 65 countries are being transformed, revitalized, and energized with the power of Boku. The doctor-formulated natural blend of nearly 50 superfoods that focuses on the simplest answer to nutrition: just eat right. Boku is quite simply the best combination of nutrient-dense functional foods on the planet in a simple, super effective, and super affordable blend.
Since I've discovered Boku Superfood, it has really changed my life. First of all, I'm saving a ton of money. Secondly, it tastes amazing. And lastly, I've never felt better my entire life.
Boku is a blend of nearly 50 ancient functional superfoods from the farthest reaches of the planet that requires no blenders, no juicers, no expensive trips to the farmer's market or health food store, and combines super greens to support all of the body's natural functions. Orac scale topping superfruits that are among some of the healthiest on the planet. A functional mushroom blend including cordyceps, used by top international athletes to fight muscle fatigue and renew energy. Plus enzyme-loaded super sprouts packed with anti-aging antioxidants. Boku is natural, GMO-free, gluten-free, kosher, organic, with no whey, no soy, and no dairy. There are more nutrients packed in 1 tablespoon of Boku than there are in all of these fruits and vegetables. Like many of the exotic superfoods in Boku, it is not available in stores, so the only place you can get it is right here. Call or click now and we'll send you a 30-day supply of Boku superfood for only $39.99. You'll get 30 days of superfood powder that takes only 1 scoop a day to deliver your nutrient-rich blend. With every order, we'll send you the Boku shaker bottle, so getting your daily superfood nutrition is as simple as scoop, shake, and take. And if you order in the next 10 minutes, we'll double the offer and send you a 60-day supply of Boku, so you're always in supply for your nutritional needs. Just pay separate processing and handling. Call or click now to start your path to live the life you were born to live. Love life. Boku. The preceding program was a paid advertisement for Boku Superfoods, brought to you by Evine Live.